The 15-Point Plan is part of the Win, Make, Give podcast network.
Welcome to the 15-Point Plan. Chad Himes here with the sassy Jillene Snell. Now, you might not hear it on air, but you can be sure before the take, this is one sassy lady. Jillene, welcome to the podcast today.
Hey there, Chad. I'm feeling pretty sassy today, actually.
Oh, it's obvious, and it might come across to our audience that's out there. Folks, we want to let you know you've been joining us on the 15-Point Plan for enough episodes that it's time for us to recap what this is. Maybe you're not a new, or maybe you haven't been listening since day one, and you're a new listener to us. You don't have to necessarily go back and listen to the first 15 episodes. You should, but you don't have to. Jillene, today, I want to recap with everybody what the 15 points are, why they are what they are, and the whole purpose that we've been doing this, so they're here for the catch-up with us. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Jillene, why have we built the 15-Point Plan podcast?
It's for multiple reasons. Now, one of my favorites is people who feel like they're stuck in a rut. It's the same thing every single day. They don't see necessarily a lot of growth or a high level of energy in their life, and they're looking for something to be able to remove them from that rut, right?
Okay.
To become elevated, to grow, and increase their energy so that they have time to do the things that they love and be with the people that they love.
Love it.
And so if anyone feels like that they fall victim to being stressed out and less productive than they want to be, the 15-Point Plan, it's not a magic pill, but I promise you based on experience that it works.
Okay. And folks, we know you're probably not going to hit all 15 of these every day. The idea is moving towards 15 of these until you are hitting them regularly, watching your health, your happiness, and your energy levels grow, because Ben Kinney built this for himself because it's what he needed when he found himself in a rut, and it worked so well for him, he insisted we share it all with you. All right, Jillene. Every day, we challenge everyone to get the 15-Point Plan tracker. They can go to 15pointplan.com to download it if they want. How else might they get the tracker really soon, Jillene?
Actually, we're designing and creating a journal right now that someone can use on a daily basis. Yes, breaking news, right? This is based on what like Ben and Chad and me and our audience have asked for. They've asked for this. They've given us their feedback about what they would like to see. And it's just going to simplify the daily tracking of this, something that's not overwhelming and something that I promise you, that we'll enjoy.
All right, so make sure you keep checking out 15pointplan.com every now and then. Also join us, facebook.com/group/win-make-give, where the big announcement will be when it is available for you to order. So Jillene, the goal of the 15-Point Plan is that every day they take the tracker, whether it's the one from online or the one in the journal that's coming, and they're going to check off as they do these 15 points, the idea being to accomplish all 15 during a day. Let's run the 15 points.
Okay.
Point number 1 is?
Goals.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about that. What does that mean other than it's just a word that they have a goal, or what do they have to do to earn that check mark every day?
Every day, write down the things that are important to you to either accomplish that day, that week, that month, that year, and rewrite them often. Create a vision board, know them, know your goals so that you can achieve them.
Okay. And folks, we talk a lot about goals. We've given you the overview back in the beginning episodes, and we've dove deep on some of the big things that come up in goals. Jillene, we're also right in the middle of section number 2 as we're going deep on the 15-Point Plan. Item number 2 is?
Movement.
Tell me more.
So we want to get our heart rate elevated every day, and you do need to listen to that episode because it tells you and gives you the calculation of how to get there. And that's going to create those happy endorphins that will instantly create more joy and happiness in our lives. And just keep moving every single day in a planned way.
Okay, so purposeful, not just walking around, going where you're going and all that stuff and saying, look, I got 10,000 steps. That's wonderful that you did, yet that's not necessarily what we're talking about or challenging you to do. Okay, number 3.
Hydration.
Hydration. Jillene, I understand what hydration means, but tell me more.
So our bodies, of course, are made up of mostly water, and we need to keep that near us every day and listen to that episode because it will help you understand what your body needs per your body weight, and then reaching those H2O intake goals every single day.
All right, excuse me as I take a drink of my water, as that just triggered in my brain.
He
I
did.
need more water. Folks, half your body weight in ounces should be your minimum goal to work towards at this point. There you go. There's a quick summary of all of it for you. Number 4 on the 15-point plan, one of my favorite, Jillene. What is it?
Sleep.
Yes, and it's not just my favorite because I get to sleep and I enjoy sleep. It's because how important sleep really is to us. We talk in that episode about how to increase your health and your energy by getting the right amount of sleep, and not only the right amount of sleep, the right type of sleep, because we really dive into, and we will dive deeper on this, the different types of sleep that you can get and the benefits that come with each type.
Absolutely.
All right, number 5. Keep it going.
Nutrition.
Yeah, we argue this one often.
We do.
Talk about nutrition and how they can earn their check mark on the 15-point plan.
It's going to be customized to you. So for me, mine would be having a sugar-free day. Chad would argue that with me. But we want to
Sugar's
eat
delicious, Jillene.
well, and we want to eat whole foods and foods that are going to actually give us energy and not be empty calories. That will, of course, keep our energy high and allow us to be able to have that energy at the end of the day, right, that we need to be able to go spend time with our loved ones or a hobby.
And eating often, right? Making sure it's not just 3 meals or 1 meal a day, thinking that's okay.
Not skipping a meal.
Although we will, when we go deeper on the nutrition section coming up soon, we will talk about intermittent fasting and is it for you. All right, Jillene, the next one on the 15-point plan is?
Supplements.
Tell me more.
So that's just taking the things that are important to you, such as vitamins and minerals. Part of that for me is taking collagen and drinking collagen every day. So it's whatever you feel or your doctor feels is important to supplement into your diet that you're not getting through food.
Okay, and we talked about it in the full episode. We challenge you to go back and listen to it. It's only 15 minutes at the most. That's how we try to keep our episodes. Yet there are 3 key supplements we recommend everybody making sure they're getting the right levels of. What are they? Not going to tell you today. You're going to have to either go back and check or stick for when we go deep into supplements. Jillene, let's keep going on the 15-point plan. Next up is influences.
Yes.
Tell me more about influences.
Well, we want to be mindful of what we pay attention to, what's surrounding us, and who is surrounding us.
Oh, that's a big one right there.
Yep. Getting rid of negativity in our lives. That could include people, believe it or not. Especially includes news or maybe random scrolling through Facebook. Movies. I can't watch like scary movies because it's too negative for me.
Okay.
It's a personal thing, right?
Sure.
And really choosing the people and the other influences that might be surrounding us in just our day-to-day activities.
I can't watch movies where poor puppies, like things happen, like, Marley and Me and stuff. I just can't watch
So
movies
you probably
like that.
didn't like Bambi.
Oh, no, horrible. Bad influence in my world. All right, Jillene, let's keep going. You gave a hint at this one all the way at the beginning. What's the next one?
This is journaling. And of course, that's writing down, again, like it's writing down your goals. It's writing certain things about your day. It doesn't have to be a military style of writing. You don't need to write a novel. Listen to that episode about it. There's this 5G journaling plan.
Oh, I'm not letting you off that easy. Tell them the 5 Gs. Just
Okay, it's gratitude, goals, giving, getting, and growing.
Okay, there you go. The 5 Gs. You don't know what to journal? Just sit down, take one sentence for each of those 5 Gs. Didn't
Just
catch
one
them?
sentence.
Hit rewind on the podcast and go get those 5 Gs. Or like Jillene said, listen to the full episode on journaling. Scroll back, catch up with everything. Jillene, let's keep going. The next one is
Mindfulness.
Ooh, that's such a big, fun-sounding word. Tell me more.
So that's making the time every single day to purposefully meditate or pray to center ourselves mentally and spiritually. Now, this could actually just be a focus.
Okay.
So, and for me, it's like I'm directing my mind in a certain path, like a certain desired path. Sometimes I do that when I'm running. That's a form of meditation for me because it's my alone time. So mindfulness can mean a lot different to each person.
Yeah, I've started turning off anything when I'm in the car. I don't listen to the radio. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't listen to books anymore when I'm in the car. And it's amazing the thoughts that'll come to me. It's amazing the mindfulness I can have during that time to just be aware of myself and think about what I need to and have that attention.
And just being okay with like being alone with yourself, right? That's good.
That was one I did not have handled on for a long time before the 15-point plan. Let's keep going. Jillene, next up is.
Chad, I'm so grateful for you being the host of this podcast.
Oh, well, I'm just the co-host because I get you across the table from me, Jillene, and love having you there. I think you're giving us a hint, though, what the next one might be.
It's gratitude.
Okay, so it sounds pretty easy. Tell me a little more about how I earn that check mark and what gratitude really means according to us.
Well, Ben Kinney says you can't be grateful and angry at the same time.
He's a smart guy.
So what we're suggesting here is that when you feel frustration or anger in your day, just replace that with gratitude and just practice it every single day. It might be saying it out loud. It might be saying it to your family, but find space in your day to be grateful for something and be grateful to yourself.
And you can be sure I practice gratitude when you come into this room because it'll keep me from being frustrated because I'm just grateful for the challenge you bring me each and every day, Jillene.
Oh, thank you, Chad.
There you go. All right, Jillene, next up is?
Laugh.
Laughter. Okay, tell me a little bit more about something so obvious.
So what Ben suggests here is that we set a timer for 30 seconds just to laugh for no reason.
Dave, insert 30 seconds of No, don't
Do
really.
it. Okay. No one wants that here, right? But it might be that day where you're like, man, I feel so serious. Like, I've had a tough day. It's been tough on me mentally and physically. You might actually have to go to that extreme.
Oh, yes.
To do it. I certainly have to because I don't always get on to like TikTok or YouTube and find the funny cat videos or whatever. So I have to be really purposeful about laughing. So my daughter is super goofy.
Yes,
and
she
so
is.
she's a comedian. I don't know whose child she is, but gosh, she's funny. So she helps me laugh. And if I didn't have her, I'd definitely have to set that timer.
Okay, every day at the end of the day, we find a sitcom to watch. Just something to unwind, end of the day, put that positive laughter to get that check mark just before bedtime.
And you do that together with your wife.
I do, absolutely. I do almost everything with my wife. Everybody should just, it's awesome. All right, next up, Jillene, after laughter, keep going on our list.
It's learning and obtaining knowledge.
Okay, that one should be pretty obvious. They're here listening to us. Hopefully they're learning right now. How can they learn? Talk a little bit about this learning thing.
So we just want to find some space in our day and like maybe when we're driving from point A to point B or we're getting ready in the morning to put on a podcast.
Okay.
Because that will actually serve potentially just as well as reading a book.
Yes.
Because reading a book requires all of your attention.
Okay.
Listening to a podcast you can do in your car. So just remember that you can constantly learn even if you have a busy schedule.
Okay, so there's always opportunities to learn. Jillene, we're getting near the end of the 15-point plan. We're on point 13. What is it?
Hobbies.
Ooh, all right. I know from some of the people I've been hearing out there in the world of social media that this is a challenge for a lot of people. Talk about that hobbies on the 15-point plan, why we have it there, what it means, and maybe give us an example or two of yours.
Sure. Well, hobbies, first of all, I agree with you. I'm seeing that on social where people are like, hey, my job is my hobby. Well, it could be, but we're thinking of things outside of the workplace and like your occupation that's going to bring you joy. And I would even argue that you want to add in something that's for you. That's just for you and not for anyone else that brings you joy and excitement every day. So a couple examples would be like getting on Duolingo and learning Spanish.
Okay.
Or gardening.
Okay.
It could be going down to a lake and skipping rocks. I mean,
Sure.
It could literally be anything. I sort of discovered through this process that one of mine is hyper-organization in my house.
Yes.
And garage and all of the places. I just have an obsession for it.
Okay.
And I realized that obsession is actually a hobby.
Okay.
So some of us might have hobbies that we don't realize. And then once we realize them, we get to create space for it.
And then feel free to challenge yourself to take on a new hobby. If you don't have one, you're sitting there going, I don't know. Ben just took up whittling, right? He just, okay, I'm going to take up whittling. I don't know, whatever it might be for you, there is something out there. And it might even include the research of that hobby that would count towards earning your hobby check mark on that 15-point plan. Jillene, number 14 is
to serve.
Okay. Tell me more.
And the obvious ways to serve would be like volunteering at a food bank or another place, donating money, helping an organization or a friend in need. And what Ben says is this is what is going to get our mind off ourselves and shift that focus to others. And some less obvious ways that I think we can serve every single day, Chad, would be to ask powerful questions of people around us.
Yes.
I find that, I mean, I don't know, Dave's here too, like Chad's here. How often do you guys get questions in your day from someone that are really powerful, that are asking about you, your goals, your dreams, your desires. And that in itself could be a way of serving and then listening to the answers that follow.
Great tip there, Jillene. And let's finish it up. The 15th point of the 15-point plan to help everybody increase their health, their energy, and their happiness. The 15th point is?
Is time, Chad.
Tell me more about time, Jillene. It's kind of obvious what time is, but what do we mean at the 15-point plan?
It means to protect some daily alone time and create daily social time to raise our energy levels, no matter if we're an introvert or we're an extrovert.
Okay. And we know that Ben has built for us the daily plan as we talk about. Go back, listen to the full episode, hear Ben talk about the daily plan, where if you're preparing your day the night before, you're earning that check mark for time and you will find more health, more happiness, and a lot more energy. Jillene, what's the one thing you want to say to our audience of the 15-point plan who either have stuck with us this long, so much more to come, or maybe they're new and hearing all 15 points for the first time right now?
I would go back and look at what your 15 points are and customize them to you and maybe even make tweaks in them, right? Like when it comes to movement, maybe as you move into a different season, it's a different type of exercise, but it's going to keep it exciting and fresh and it'll keep you out of a rut. And for those who haven't done it consistently as of yet, because I know you will, do this for 30 days to control how we think and how we act, and it will change our mindset and potentially change our entire life.
I love it. And my suggestion to each of you is get some accountability. Find a friend, spouse, partner, family member, business partner, whatever. Find someone to go through this with you. It'll challenge you. It'll help you. When they're earning check marks, you're not. You can ask them what they did so that you can take on those things as well. We here at the 15-Point Plan are here to help you. And that's why we've built this. That's why the journal is coming. Yes, we just gave accountability to ourselves to make sure we get it done. And that's why we appreciate each and every one of you that has been with us so far or is starting here, because it's never too late to start. And as always, we hope this episode ups your energy and takes you to the next level.